Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat off-ball in NBA 2K26. So first things first, we're going to hop into scrimmage. That way I can really break it down piece by piece to explain what it is that I do that just helps me score every possession against off-ballers. Alright, first thing we want to do is quick isolation so we can get the proper spacing so we can clearly see who it is they're off-balling with. So let's say in this scenario they're off-balling on J-Dub in the right corner over there. I can't remember dude's name, number 23, but let's say that's who they're using as off-ball. What you want to do is simply just tap left bumper, whatever it is on PlayStation, will put it on the screen, and you'll see these icons here. These icons allow you to select plays for whatever person you select. So if I hit A, it's going to show plays for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but we don't want to run plays. What we want to do is we want to tap, again, left bumper, and we want to hold down the icon of a person that we want to set us a screen. So again, if they're going to be off-balling on J-Dub in the right corner, who's X, I'm going to hold X and notice he's going to come up and set me a screen. And so when we hold it down and they start to come walk up and set the screen for us, what you want to do is simply just pass them the ball and run to the rim. I know it sounds weird, it sounds crazy, like it's that simple. Yes, you guys are going to see like over and over again I do it against people who off-ball, because here's the thing, people who off-ball have no skill whatsoever. That's where they're just sitting in the corner, just standing there, and that's all they do. They just stand there. So they're not expecting that player to be coming up and setting a screen. So they end up being a step behind, and so you can just pass it to them and just run to the rim. Again, you want to make sure you space the floor out. So what I do is tap left on the D-pad, quick isolation, get everyone spaced out so we can read the defense. And then let's say this time they're using Siakam over there in the right corner. So then I want to user select Hart to come get the ball, and I would just pass it to him and sprint to the rim. Now don't get this confused with regular pick and roll controls, because regular pick and roll controls, you would just hold down left bumper. But the issue with that is it only brings up either the power forward or the center to come set you a screen. So again, in this situation, if we space out, if they're using off of someone else, like a shooting guard or a small forward, holding down the left bumper is not going to trigger any of them to come set you a screen. So to specifically get a player to come set you a screen, you need to tap. Again, you see everyone's icon, and then you hold it down. Right there, I held down J-Dub's icon, and that's why he set me a screen. Now the other thing you can do is just simply run the pick and roll. So again, let's say here in this scenario, we're spaced out and they're using Halliburton. They're off-balling with Halliburton, so we want to do that same thing, call Shai, and we can literally just run the pick and roll. And then you can just read it how I've discussed in my previous video, so you can always just run the simple pick and roll as well. Another nice thing too, I also forgot to mention, if the person you are calling over when you do this is a shooter, whether it is your big or a small forward, shooting guard, whatever, when you pass it to them, you can simply just catch and shoot it as well, because again, they're going to be a step behind, so you don't always have to run to the rim. That's mostly for people who probably don't have a good 3-point rating, but if the person you're calling up to set you a screen that you end up passing to can shoot, you can just spot up and shoot the 3 and get an easy open look. Now the last technique I would say to help beating off ball is by simply running in transition. You want to make sure you do your best to try to play solid defense so that way you can get them to miss, and then just run in transition. Again, in my last video I explained reads that I've used to see which guys are open, to see how you can make the defense collapse to get open kick out threes in transition. So using that as well is also a key in order to beat these people who just want to sit in corner and off ball. Now that you know how to do it, let's see how it actually works online. Get Pajemski coming all the way, easy. Now he wants to off ball of Pajemski again, hit Pajemski, and that's an easy lay, like every time. Like if you're just gonna keep off balling, like you gotta be paying attention. That's the thing with these off ballers, is that they just want to stand and they don't even want to move, and so that's why that's just always so easy. Let's go run, see if we can get anything in transition. No one's really stopping the ball. Now I see Pods, Butler, attack that all the way. Hey, all right, let's see if we can get Curry going. Stuff that the Warriors love to run. Curry wide open, that's easy. That's the other thing too. If they want to off ball, well then they can sit in the corner while my team runs some actual offense, getting guys open off the screens. We got Peyton Pritchard on us, so that is easy money. All right, it looks like now he's switched to on balling. Oh, right as I say that, he went back. All right, so now we got Moody. And what do you know? Moody, a shooter, wide open, we just clank it. But that's the other way too. Like I said, if you do have a shooter, then you can spot up and just shoot the jump shot, and you don't have to run straight to the rim. All right, let's see who he's off balling. He's on Jimmy, so let's hit Jimmy all the way. Easy. It's literally just so easy. Like, oh my god. So again, he's off balling on Moody, so just give it to Moody and literally sprint right around them. See who he's off balling with. looks like Moody, so we're gonna call Moody. He's just standing still, run right past him, kick it out actually, because help came, and that's wide open. Again, just super easy. Called over Moody, went to Dro, but then I actually saw the help collapse, so that's why last second I passed it out and Jimmy was wide open for the easier jumper. Grab it, run in transition, see if we get anything, see if Curry can get open on his own, which he low-key is, kick it out, and bang. All right, again, back in transition, can we run? Can we see if we get anything? I see Draymond running the middle, easy layup. But now we run just a simple pick and roll. He didn't step up. That's wide open for Curry. If he wants to off ball with the big, then we're just going to simply actually run the pick and roll. So then we can just read it. If he doesn't step up when we come off the screen, then we have the open jumper. All right, see who he's off balling with. Literally easy, simple, just run around. Literally done it like 25 times now. It is just so easy. Get the ball to Curry. This time we're going to actually run the pick and roll, see what he does. He doesn't step up. For Curry, that's way too easy. And just like that, easily get the dub, 69-40. Absolute blowout. All right, let's see. Off balling on Cat. Switched to Hart. Hart, wide open, bang. It looks like this guy might be switching constantly. Easy pick and roll. Again, if he wants to off ball, that's fine. Then we can just simply run our regular pick and roll. See, again, simple. Literally every play, like, it is just so simple. Ball pick and roll, it's been bread and butter. See, now he wants to actually use it this time. And now people are getting out of position. Easy corner three. Got in transition, see if we can run. Hart all the way. Hey. Got the board, see if we can run. Deanna booty. Open midi. Bang. Got a steal, see if we can run in transition. See Cat. Wide open. Finally we agree with them. Easy money. Now he's in a zone, I believe. He might be in a zone, so we're gonna play it slow. Cat. Wide open. Bang. So now that he's struggling the off ball, now he's trying to resort to zone, I guess. Grab it, go, see if we can run a transition to get an easy bucket. I see Brunson, and then I see Booty. See if we can actually green it. Finally, we green it. All right, but now that we're in the half courts, last I think he was playing a zone, but I'm not too sure what he's doing. He's kind of all over the place. Josh Hart wide open. Okay, we got the ball. Running in transition, Josh Hart, corner three, easy money. See if we can run in transition, hit Hart here. See Bridges in the corner. Oh my god, somehow managed to green that. But again, same thing as that last possession. Drive, look for the kick if they collapse, which they did. Again, back in transition, see who's open. I see Brunson, had Booty and Anobi, whatever, but want to play it slow. Didn't want to force anything. See Cat rolling, that's an easy dunk. 12 seconds, see if we can get a quick pick and roll here. I'm gonna use Cat here in this situation. See what we get, and he gets the step and an easy dunk, just like that. Yeah, I think this guy has given up. Hit Hart, go all the way, bang. Another thing too, when you run the pick and roll, if you have a big that can shoot, you can always obviously have them pop. So like Cat, for example, bang, pop, and you can hit the fade there. And just like that, to 24. That's gonna wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed it, do comment and let me know. If you want to see some more videos from me, they should be popping up right now on screen. But that's it for me. My name's November, and I am out.